Greetings everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a general spread for the collective highest good. This reading won't be for everyone, so please use your discernment and trust your intuition. Don't force anything to fit that is not your story. This is going to be a general spread, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull the energy for this reading and see what comes out. Alright, Holy Spirit, can you get a message for the collective? Get a general spread for the collective highest good, please, and thank you. Make it very clear and easy for me to articulate. Thank you for your divine protection, Holy Spirit. Alright, so let's see what the message is going to be for this reading. Take it how it resonates. So the overall energy for this reading is the Two of Cups energy. This is soulmate energy. Something could be coming together. Or maybe it's time to come together. It's time to join hands and come together. The King of Cups is here. It's time to put your feelings aside and it's time to come back together. Like, here's the thing. I had a 6-hour conversation with a family member last night that really wasn't resolved in any way at all. It was just a bunch of nothing really going in the same direction, but nothing really being resolved. Anyway, in the midst of the conversation, I kept asking myself, what is going on? Why am I here? What is the purpose of this, right? And it's like, I know the conversation was something that was necessary, but I was not ready or expecting for the conversation to be a conversation the way it was. I'm not gonna say I was blindsided, but I wasn't prepared to have the conversation in that moment. But nonetheless, it is time for us to put aside our differences and come back together, or to come together. Like, there's a coming together energy. And it's just time to put your feelings aside and come back together. Come back together to what? I heard each other. It's time for someone to come back together with someone. It's time to put your differences to the side. It's time to resolve whatever issues you have. It's time to balance out this energy. We got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Pentacles in the upright, and the Five of Pentacles in the reverse with the Knight of Swords. All right, let's just get the message. What's the message, please? I'm hearing slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. We got the Three of Cups. I can't make this stuff up in the Four of Wands. This is some kind of coming together. Two people coming back together. It's like two people coming back together after a long time of being separated from each other. But it's time to put aside the differences. It's time to reconnect with each other. It's time to why you gotta be so loud? Hey, Red. We got the Eight of Cups here. So this is the Eight of Cups, Two of Cups, Ace of Cups energy. This is new love for some of you guys coming in. Could be a Virgo for some of you guys. It's time to go within. Okay, so now I understand. So basically what I was saying about the conversation that I had, the person that I was having the conversation with has not yet gone within themselves and did the inner work on themselves. So the conversation was kind of like one-sided. When you're someone that has worked on yourself and you've kind of worked through your own issues and you have a conversation with somebody who hasn't done the work on themselves, the conversation ain't gonna go that great. It's like one of you will be able to understand the other person, but the other person won't be able to understand you. So no matter what you say about whatever, they're not gonna understand where you're coming from. So it's like somebody here is like going through something, and it's like they want to come together with someone here, but whatever happened in this situation, it's like somebody hasn't had a chance to process their emotions. So the conversation that I had last night and the person I was conversing with, they haven't really processed their own emotions. So it was a very emotional conversation. They were in their feelings and I was not. I was not there to be not necessarily an emotional support system, but I wasn't there to be emotionally dumped on. So basically, this person emotionally, or they dumped all their emotional trauma on me to try to get a reaction from me to make me respond to them in a negative way. But it's like, I see where you're coming from, and I see that you're hurt, and I know that you haven't healed from certain things from your past, but you can't hold me accountable for how you feel or something like that. So this is somebody who is not holding themselves accountable for how they feel. Maybe they made you feel a certain way as well. But I feel like you know how to be accountable for your actions. You don't like blame anyone else for your situation. Like, you're able to take accountability for yourself. This person is not able to take accountability for their own actions, and so when things don't go their way, they look for someone else to blame instead of looking within themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, they project their feelings on other people so that they don't have to deal with their own emotional trauma. So it's like, don't drop that burden on me to carry when that's your burden to carry. And for somebody here, they want to like make an effort to reconnect with you, but let's just get some more energy. Somebody here wants to reconnect with you. I think they want to talk to you about something here, but it's like they don't even know where to start. So the conversation may start off about one thing, and it may go to something else at the same time. It may not lead to nothing. So it's like the conversation that I had, it started with one particular thing, and the next thing I know, we're talking about something from 10 years ago. And it's like, how do we get from where we started to where we are now? And how do we fix where we are now to move forward? So somebody wants to know, how can something between the two of you be fixed in order to move forward? Somebody wants to know how they can fix something with you so you guys can move forward together. Somebody wants to move forward together with you, and they want to know how to make that happen. Eight of Wands in reverse. We have the Magician. We have the Six of Cups. To the Two of Swords and the Seven of Wands. Somebody here could be blocked from communicating with you, or communication may be blocked with you and this person. There may be some type of distance between the two of you. I feel like whoever this is that kind of wants to have this conversation with you is going to bring up stuff from the past that really don't have anything to do with what's going on right now. But they're going to use everything they can think of to like talk about things from the past. And the things from the past don't really have anything to do with what's going on right now. So the conversation I had, we talked about something that was going on right now, but somehow we ended up talking about stuff from the past that had nothing to do with the current situation. So somebody's going to bring up some kind of past energy to try to get you to respond in a negative way. But I feel like your response to whatever this is should not be a negative response. It should be more of a silent response, meaning you don't say anything, you just listen. because I feel like whoever this is, they're gonna show themselves. So basically, this conversation is not necessarily for you to say anything. It's more for you to listen, to understand. Some people don't listen to understand. They listen to be heard. And sometimes they just want to be heard so that they can get something off their chest. But it's not necessary to resolve the issue. So this is somebody who, because Eight of Wands in reverse is you being silent and you keeping your thoughts to yourself. You not responding to anything this person says. You just listen, and that's it. You don't give them the response they're looking for. They may try to trigger you into saying something or get you to say something that they can kind of use against you. So whoever this is that's looking to talk to you or have a conversation with you, don't let them trigger you into a response that may give them something to hold against you. Everything happens for a reason. Ace of Swords. Everything happens for a reason. So the only reason I'm bringing up my situation from the conversation that I had is because it's relevant to this reading. I wasn't expecting any conversation between me and this person because me and this person don't talk. So for them to want to all of a sudden communicate with me was weird, because we never communicate about our feelings. We never talk about the issues going on. We just ignore them and we just go our own way. So they chose yesterday to be the day to address the issues, but the issues they were addressing had nothing to do with what was really going on. What's really going on is they themselves have not went within themselves to figure out why they feel some type of way. So they're looking to blame somebody for making them feel some type of way, okay? So this person is trying to find someone to blame for how they feel, but how they feel has nothing to do with you. So this is some kind of truth or clarity being revealed. Somebody's going to expose themselves. You don't have to say a word. All you have to do is just listen. And listen to respond, not to react. So if you respond, make sure you're listening to respond and not to react. Some people like to listen to respond or to react and not respond. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. So what's the message? The Hierophant. Yeah. This is divine intervention for somebody here. You have the High Priestess in reverse. Wow. And the Four of Swords. Okay. I kind of went off subject a little bit with that little scenario with the conversation, but there is a conversation here for somebody. There is someone who wants to try to like point the finger at you for what you did to them, but they're not looking at what they could have possibly did to you to make you do that to them. They're not being accountable for their own actions. So it's like they could have did something to you and you reacted to it, and then when you reacted to it, they pointed the finger at you. But they're the reason why you reacted to it, right? That's for somebody. But with this King of High Priestess in reverse and the Hierophant with the Four of Swords and the Ace of Swords, somebody is going to challenge you. They're going to like test your intuition, your knowledge. Somebody's going to try to like convince you that how you remember things or how you see things is not right. Like for example, let's just say you have a different perspective, right? These two people don't have the same point of view. They have two different perspectives. You see things one way, they see things another way. So in order for y'all to come to some type of agreement, y'all got to be able to see it from the other person's perspective. So you got to be able to listen to respond, or listen to understand, and not, so it's like listen and not judge. So I know this don't make no sense. Whoever this is that I'm picking up on, their energy is like uncertain. Like they don't know how to handle a situation. And they don't know if the situation can be handled the way they want it to be handled. So it's like, how can I handle this situation with this person to get the outcome that I want? I got to make sure that I don't trigger this person, because if I trigger them, then that's going to change the game. I may lose the fight if I trigger them. So it's like somebody here doesn't want you to give you a loaded gun, right? They want you to have an empty gun while their gun is fully loaded. So this is somebody who's kept up with every conversation y'all ever had. Everything you ever said, they have a memory of it all. You may not even remember some of the stuff that they bring up, but because you don't remember what they're talking about, it's going to make it seem like you're not being honest. But it's like you're not being dishonest. You just don't know what the fuck they talking about. Like, how you going to bring up something from 10 years ago and expect me to remember that shit and give you an answer about why I did X, Y, and Z? I don't remember. And they're going to say, that's you trying to manipulate the situation. What you mean you don't remember? It was 1965. We was outside on the porch and so. Like, you ain't going to remember that shit? So it's like, by you saying you don't remember any of this stuff that they're bringing up, it's going to make it seem like you're trying to manipulate them. And they're going to feel some type of way because they're thinking that maybe you just don't want to talk about it. But it's not that. You just don't know what they're talking about. So how can you have a discussion with somebody when you don't even know what they're talking about? Like, you don't even understand where they're coming from. They're coming from a hurt place. You understand that part. But where is the hurt coming from? Let's figure out where that is coming from, and let's talk about that issue. Then maybe we can fix the problem. But if we're not going to talk about that issue, then we can't fix the problem between us, because that is the issue between us. The fact that you're hurt about something I did 10 years ago. Let that go, and let's work on a relationship where we can heal from that and move on. Otherwise, we're going to stay stuck in the same situation. So what are we doing? Are we going to come together, or are we going to go our separate ways? Because this has got to end somehow. Because somebody here is constantly trying to make it seem like they're innocent and that the other person is the problem. But it's not that there's a problem between you and them. The problem is with them. And with them, the problem is they haven't gone within to figure out what the problem is. So they got to find somebody to blame for whatever's going on with them instead of blaming themselves. So it's always your fault that something's not going right, or it's always you that caused this situation to happen, when really there could have been something behind the scenes that was going on that you had no control over. So how do you come together after going through something like this with somebody who doesn't understand where you're coming from? Can you work on the relationship and move forward, or is it time to let it go? That's the message. I would like to resolve the issues that this person has with me, but in order to resolve the issues they have with me, we got to talk about what the real issue is. You have unhealed trauma that you haven't healed from. I don't have those traumas anymore because I've already healed from that. So how you feel about a situation from 10 years ago, I don't feel that way anymore. So I'm sorry if you haven't been able to heal from that, but I have. And you can't make me feel some type of way because I did. So you got over something because you healed from it. And now somebody doesn't understand how you're able to just move on and not, I guess, not care anymore. But it's not like you don't care about them anymore. It's just that you've healed from that trauma. So it's not a trigger for you anymore. You've balanced out your energy. Yeah, you balanced out your energy. 2 of Cups to the Temperance cards. So how can something come together? How can two walk together unless they can agree? If you can't walk together with somebody and y'all agree on the same things, then how can y'all be together? If one person doesn't think or feel how you feel, or y'all see things 2 different ways, how can y'all ever agree on anything? There's always going to be a disagreement about something. So how do you be with somebody who you don't have any connection to? What's the mutual connection? How do you balance out the situation? Look, I can't make this stuff up. How do you balance out the situation when the situation can't be balanced out? When one person doesn't want to, I guess, hear what you have to say. No matter what you say, they come back with something else. And then when you say something about that, they bring up something else. And then when you talk about that, they keep bringing up the past. How do you get past that? Somebody here can't get past what happened in the past. They can't move on from a situation. They haven't figured out how to get you back yet. They still don't understand why you walked away. They still want to like play in your energy. Knight of Cups, Ten of Cups. So basically, you don't really have time for whatever this is. Like, you're going to have to block this energy out. You're going to have to let them have it. Let them think what they want to think about you. Let them feel however they want to feel about you. Don't let how they feel about you change how you feel about yourself. This is some kind of conflict with them, not with you. The conflict is with them, not with you. You're not the problem. They are the problem. And until they realize that they're the problem, they're not going to be able to come back to you. So somebody here is trying to figure out how to come back to you, but they haven't figured out that they're the reason why you walked away. You didn't walk away because you didn't care about this person. You walked away because you had to. Because if you hadn't walked away, this person was going to keep you stuck in a situation where you was like trapped in your head all the time about what's going on, trying to figure out why they acting this way. You can't figure it out because this person don't even know why they're acting this way. They just act this way. So let's get some Kipper on this, I guess, and see what Kipper has to add. Take it how it resonates and don't force it being the fifth. That's not your story. So this player wants to come back to you, is what I just heard. This is somebody who likes to play mind games and manipulate things to go their way. And when they can't get their way, they act out of character, or they block you, I guess. So maybe this person blocked you because you didn't let them have their way, or maybe you blocked them because they wouldn't give you what you needed, and maybe you just got tired of playing games and decided that was enough for you and you were ready for it to be over, so you just decided to move on. I want to know what the Eight of Wands is in reverse, though. And then Seven of Wands. Is this blocked communication? You got the Fool card here that doesn't belong. Is this blocking communication from this past person? So this past, yep, Ace of Swords. So they want you to block out communication or block communication from this person, because if they do reach out to you, whatever they want to say to you is going to be about shit that's from the past. Stuff that you don't even want to deal with no more. You already dealt with. So it's like, I don't want to go back and revisit the past with you. I don't want to go down memory lane and talk about what you did to me and what I did to you. I want to try to fix things and move forward. If we can't work together, that's okay. I can be by myself and be fine. I don't need your handout. I don't need your apology. I don't need you to understand my decision. My decision is my decision. I'm making this decision for myself. And if you don't agree with it, that's okay. You don't have to agree with my decision, because my decision is not about you. It's about me. So you're choosing to make a decision that's good for you, but bad for them. And by choosing yourself, it's making them feel bad, or they want to make you feel bad. But you shouldn't feel bad about choosing yourself, all right? Yeah, you have an Ace of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles now in the upright. So this could be another feminine energy, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you're the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. You're the one that's getting this fresh new start. They may want a fresh new start as well, but they're not going to get a fresh new start until they go within and do this inner work. So it's like somebody wants a fresh new start with you, but they can't get a fresh new start until they do the work on themselves to heal first. If they don't heal themselves, there won't be a new beginning for you and this person, but there will be one for you. So it's your opportunity to have a new beginning and start a new life for yourself if you're open to the idea. But if you choose not to take this offer when it comes towards you, and you choose to stay stuck in this energy that you're in, this opportunity will pass you by. And this opportunity will be like a missed opportunity for you, all right? Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles came out twice already. So somebody missed an opportunity to be with you. They could have chose to be with somebody else. They thought they were going to get the Ten of Pentacles with that person, but they didn't. They ended up losing everything instead. So now you're about to receive your Ten of Pentacles now, and your new start and your new beginning, and this person wants to try to block your path. So don't let this person block your path and block your new beginning. They don't want you to move forward and move on, because they know once you get yourself together and you get back on your feet, that it's over with between the two of you. You may be dealing with somebody's mess right now, but as soon as you get yourself together, whoever this is will be out of your energy for good. And that's why they're trying to hold on to all these old memories or bring up all these old things to hold on to your energy. But you're free from that. You've already been freed from that. So you don't have to be concerned about this shit no more. This is not your reality. This is their life, not yours. You freed yourself from whatever you went through as a child. You don't blame your mom or your father for your life, whatever this is. You've forgiven your parents. You've forgiven yourself, and you freed yourself from what they have not. That's why they still stuck in this energy. And now they want to pass it on to you and make you feel some type of way, but you don't. You don't even care about this shit. This is old stuff, 10 years ago, long time ago. Why are we still talking about the same stuff? So this is somebody who's going to bring up a lot of old stuff to try to make you feel some type of way for not wanting to deal with them anymore. Look, the Seven of Cups, Queen of Swords. You're going to be cutting people off. I feel like you've already made some cuts already, but you're going to be making some more cuts with other people as well. So you're going to be cutting off other people as well. Yep, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is your abundance coming in for you, whoever you are. The Nine of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, look at all this this is success and financial stability. This is, so basically what I'm trying to say is this. The person I talked to last night was like, what is your focus right now? I said financial stability. That is my answer. I want to be financially stable, take care of myself and my kids, period. When I gave them the answer, they didn't like my response. They wanted to find another thing to bring up to try to make me not say that answer. That's my answer. That's all I care about right now is my financial security and stability. That's it. Anything else is old. It's in the past. You can bring up the past if you want to, but I'm not living by the past anymore. I'm living for my future. So going forward, the past is not my concern. So somebody wanted you to feel some type of way about investing in yourself. But look, the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles and the Star cards and the 8-1. First of all, what you got to be mad about? So when you receive this Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles energy, when you come into this, when you get in this energy where you're the independent on your own, you don't need nobody else, because these are the kind of people that will do things for you and throw shit in your face to try to make you acknowledge that if it wasn't for them, that you would not be where you are, when really you're where you are because you did the fucking work. It has nothing to do with them. They want credit for something they didn't do. Somebody trying to take credit for something they didn't do. You did this by yourself. And by yourself you shall receive, is what I'm hearing. So don't let this person, these people, stop you from moving forward on your spiritual path. The person I was talking to was trying to convince me that what I do for my spiritual practices are evil, and that God is going to like judge me for the work that I do. And I tried to explain to them that what I do is of God. I don't do this by myself. I don't know the things that I know because I know these things. These things I know because I get them from God. I don't get them from myself. I don't make this shit up. And instead of trying to listen to understand why I do what I do, they listen to judge me for what I do. They're not trying to understand what I do. So just because they don't understand what it is that you do for work or for a living, or how you trust and believe in yourself or God, that's okay. Maybe one day they'll be able to make that connection with themselves and God, and maybe then they'll understand. But until then, that's none of your concern. It's time for you to leave these people behind. Let these people do whatever they feel is best for them. And it's time for you to move forward on your spiritual path and manifest your new reality. And that's on God. You ain't got time for this bull crap. Like, this is not anything that you need to be concerned with. But they're going to use every weapon in their arsenal to attack you in every which way. But any weapon that forms against you will not prosper, says the Lord. Okay? I hope this has helped. Thank you for watching. Love and light to y'all. Namaste.